Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are watching in the world. This is the Radio Jonesy podcast. Oh, as he takes his early morning sip of tea. Where are we? We are here. Yes, good morning, everybody. It is a wonderful morning. The alarm's going off in the house, if you could hear that. And yes, it's good to see a few of the Fab Four in already. Let's have a look here. The first one on the list. First of all, how's the audio? It's probably let me just scroll back down. How's the audio, people? Oh, it's not that cold. Look at that sunshine. Audio is good. Thank you, Des. Okay, yes. Welcome in. Shawnee Gross. I can't wait to tell you my numbers today. Oh, no. Shawnee's got a big sprint going. The race is on between Shawnee Gross and Radio Jonesy. There we go. Look at that. I will mute that top one. Them birds are going crazy. Yeah, so welcome in. It is a Sunday morning here. We're on the island of Tasmania, and we are live. We are in a race with the wonderful Shawnee Gross, and I'm assuming she got a big kick when she's posted that. I can't wait to tell you my numbers today. Well, it wouldn't have went backwards. I can say that for a fact. Hey, Demoose and Barbecue and Outdoor Adventures. Good to see you, brother, and welcome in. Demoose is saying hi to Shawnee, and we're just sort of Peaceful Des, welcome in. Everyone's talking to each other, saying very nice. Neighbor left. That's nice, Des. Hello to the Fab 3 in the chat, even though it says there's 4. As we're running down the list, there is on the YouTube side, you will see the emojis from the wonderful members. Yes, as Shawnee says, we are now live. Please refresh your stream if it hasn't started. Go ahead, share out the live, and bring in more wonderful people. It's a weird time of the day for the crowds. I mean, I've sort of set myself at this time schedule, so we're going to stick with it for a little while until we get to the finish line or the starting line. Look at that view, says Miss Shawnee Groves. Yeah, she's quite magnificent today. Last night I went to bed and it said rain this morning. Woke up this morning and it says no rain until heavy, big winds are coming in after lunch. So it is only just after 7 a.m. And yeah, the sun's coming up. See where the sun is right now? Keep an eye on the sun, because every time I do a live, you'll see the sun moving to the right-hand side of the screen. Each week, it just shifts a bit more until it goes over behind the headland there of Emu Bay. So it's a very nice way to wake up in the morning, looking at a view like that. Des went for 5 hours or something, 5.5 hours yesterday. Update. Shared you out, Jonesy. Thank you very much, Des, and thanks for the support yesterday as well. You helping me along, which is fabulous. That's what community does. In today's show, we're going to We might have a few people up on panel later, but we're just going to talk about all things what's happening around the world and in Tasmania, especially this wonderful place. And as we're running, it is a beautiful sunrise. It's a picture perfect day. And actually, that's actually the Wi-Fi from the house is connected to the phone upstairs. So there we go. 6.5 hours last night. Oh, I thought it was 5.5 hours. I just couldn't believe you were still going live. I had phone calls, I had meetings, I had all sorts of things going on. I even cooked a roast dinner, and let me tell you, I changed my plans halfway through the meal. Before, I worked out how to cook crispy skin chicken last night through a wonderful YouTube short, and it went down a treat. Let me tell you, people said, "How did you do that?" And I said, "Well, it's a trade secret." All right, everyone sort of at the bottom of the chat. Shawnee's putting groceries away, which is fabulous. We've got, not sure which one to use. Might just go down to that one for now. Yes, we've got crispy skin with the what's it broiler. Well, that sounds technical, Shawnee. There's an easier way. Trust me. And it was absolutely when I've discovered a new way of cooking chicken, and I will never change now. It's going to stay that way. Denise is having a few frosties, but look at that. Yeah, well, let's just say, cancel that over here. Let's just say in today's news, a Tasmanian town was voted the best town in the world. Don't ask me who voted for it. Probably Tasmanians, but yeah, come up on my page today. Let's have a look, see if I can find it on this. I got it on my phone, but my phone's busy. My phone is busy filming that beautiful sunrise. This is why you need a producer. Oh. All right. Why would I search it there? You doofus. Oh, I'm searching in the wrong spot. I searched on YouTube. Of course, it's going to come up with all this good stuff. It is a bit frosty in the room this morning. Says it's 5 Celsius, and I left the door open all night. Luckily, the Wallabies aren't in town because they would have come in here and had a party. Just got bandicoots. I'm sure there's a bandicoot somewhere. But we will soon find out when the Outback Tasmania channel starts planting in the garden And let me tell you, if you haven't connected with the network of Radio Jonesy, you've got On Tour with Radio Jonesy, where we've got all things traveling around this wonderful island and abroad. Also, we have Outback Tasmania, which is the gardening and yes, just say the gardening channel, and little tricks and tips for your outback adventures. And Tasmania Island Life, that will take you around the island, or especially in the northwest up here. We'll take you all about all the different places. Come and sit in the car with me and go for a drive. That's sort of the basics of the network that's moving along quite steadily at the moment. Of course, this one, Radio Jonesy Talk, or Radio J Talk, that is the handle, Radio J Talk. And yeah, we'll get into the conversations again, as we normally do. So thanks for popping in, wherever you're watching around the world. It is fabulous to have you here. And this that is a northwest Tasmanian sunrise. Look at that. We're looking over there. That's Bass Strait. Looking, if you keep going where that sun's coming up, that comes over the Tasman Sea, which is just below New Zealand, and just to the other side of the Tasman Sea is the Pacific Ocean. So it's sort of all connected that way. So you've got three waterways, basically, we're looking at as far as the eye can see. But if we just say Bass Strait, we can't lose, because that's what it is, this close to shore. Emu Bay there on the right. And yeah, it is quite nice. Troy Sutton, hey, welcome in, Troy. Always enjoy the set time of the year. College football's on. What about the punter for college Nebraska, the young Australian bloke who went viral the other week when they were interviewing him, and he broke down about how he's a long way from home and he misses his family, and he had his first game, I think, yesterday. He done quite well, so I'm told. Not sure of his name, but he plays for Nebraska. And I've been to Nebraska. I've actually been to the college football stadium. There was no games on. We just had a bit of a tour. Right in that university district, and it's right near, it's a beautiful area, actually, where that university is in Nebraska. It's in Lincoln, Nebraska. And that area is, it's a beautiful area. The trains, they're like old steam trains down there, and absolutely delightful. And bars and basketball and all sorts of things happening. Okay, I'm working off my phone because my internet is out, so I can't type too fast. I can type faster on my phone than I can actually on the keyboards at the moment. And welcome in Planet Jonesy 6713, all the way from Bali. Oh, it could be coming home. When are you? You'll be flying back this way very, very soon, I'm told. Here he is, just the chef. What's up, bro? What's up is that I'm in a race. If you've seen the thumbnail too, by the way, chasing Shawnee, that's actually me with the football back in about 1982, I think that might have been. It could have been 83. It's around there somewhere. A local newspaper was taking photos, and because back then social media was, digital photography was nowhere to be seen back in those days, and the local photographer from the newspaper would take all these pictures and bring them down to us after they were developed, and say, I've got a picture of you. And I'd say, thank you very much. if it didn't make the paper. I've actually got a newspaper here somewhere, and I'm actually on the back page of the sports section. I'll see if I can find that. That'll be over the back here somewhere. Back page of the Picton Post. Yes. Peaceful Death says I'm better on the keyboard than the phone. Planet Jonesy, or Troy saying hi to Planet Jonesy. Hope the family is feeling better soon. Yeah, there's a bit of got the flu over there. But I did enjoy your video about the tattoo. I don't know if I made a comment, but one of the relatives was getting a tattoo on the stars on his back of his leg. It just looked painful to me. It definitely looked painful. Chunker Chef, thanks, brother. Please remember to share it out if you haven't already. And don't remember to hit that thumb. Don't be a bum. Appellation. There's no English correction, right? Speaking teachers here, my friend. Yeah, you going over there, chef, in the desert? Is it? I'm assuming you've been having extreme temperatures, nice and hot. Very. You're not wearing one of these hats, let me tell you. We're just making sure your ears are and the top of your head's warm, and the back of your neck, because it's been a bit chilly. That's slightly misleading. It looks like, I mean, it's not misleading. It's just a bit cool. What is it? We are at 6 Celsius. So whatever 6 Celsius is in Fahrenheit, that's what we're looking at. Chef's gone 111. Oh my Lord. You can cook an egg on the sidewalk with those temperatures. Cook an egg on you'd burn an egg on the bonnet of your car. Yep. That's hot, my friend, but you do live in a region that gets those sort of temperatures. Like, there's parts of Australia, we've had a snow dump overnight over the last couple of days. Like, the snowfields have been getting smashed. We've had like 3 feet of snow in the ski fields. Absolutely. There's an Arctic blast coming up from the South Pole region, and it's coming straight up past us and straight up to the mainland. And they're all crying like little babies up the top there. They're all going, oh, it's cold. But snow has been falling at areas above 500 meters. So we're about 200 to 300 meters, depending on what part of the region I live in. If from sea level, it hasn't snowed at sea level for about 20 years. I was going through the records. It's about 20 years ago the last snow fell on these roofs here. There was snow in town about 10 years ago, and that was just a little bit up behind us. It's funny how it falls in certain spots and just doesn't. I don't know what it is to do with the ocean. I suppose it's the temperature. We're in and out of the car right now too, and dripping sweat. Well, mate, I got my hands in my hoodie here, and I'm trying to keep them warm. And every time I go back to the mouse is like it's been in a fridge. But like I said, it's pretty mild, to be honest. When you know people who live in Boston and in Canada, I was talking to some lovely ladies yesterday from Canada, and they were saying, like, when it snows that much, you can't even get out of your street, or when it snows that much, the local government puts a bar on you leaving your house, and they were saying over there, they map an area and say your insurance isn't covered if you have an accident in this area because it's deemed too dangerous to leave. So it's serious when you're living in places like that. But yeah, mate, keep hydrated and keep the sweat coming out without sweating. The sweat's there to cool you down. Believe it or not, sweat is the body's natural way of cooling. But you don't sweat much down here. Let me say that. You really got to start running. On Saturday, we have, as you're looking where that sun is shining from the water to the beach there's a runners club that run to the left of the screen, and they go for about 5 kilometres to the left, and they on this wonderful seaside footpath bike track, and then they turn around and they come back for the 10K Saturday morning run, and it's super popular. Absolutely, like thousands go in that every Saturday morning. It's like the Bernie Running Club, and everyone's got a timer, and like it's very professionally run, and everyone's got to sort of register before you. It's not a race where you leave at a set time. Everyone leaves at whatever time they like in the time scale that they allow. And when you take off, like you got your number, then you get to the starting line and off you go. Your timer kicks in. So everything gets done by timers. So basically, a lot of people hang around for the 3 or 4 hours until it's all over down at the beach, down the bottom there. And it's a wonderful day. So, yeah, we have a couple of gallons of water with us. Good on you, mate. We will get more later. Snowshoe is covered in snow, 23 degrees Fahrenheit, Tuesday. Okay. That is cold, 23 degrees. I do like snow, but that's just somebody who doesn't really live in it day in, day out over the winter season. So it is, snow's enjoyable. And our ski field down the road here, well, it's a bit farther. It's a good couple of hours drive away, but it's called Ben Lomond, and it's the ski field in Tasmania. But the ski fields in on the mainland as well have been really dumped. They've really got a great dusting of snow. Let me see the weather. Let me have a look here on the Weather Channel. Ooh, it's currently 8 degrees. My computer says 6. The Weather Channel says 8, getting to a high of 11 or 13. At 2 p.m, we should be 13 degrees. We should be in a heat wave by then. Weather warnings. Let's have a look. Let me show this. We'll go present. Share screen. Here we go. This is the official government. Tasmania weather warnings forecast for Hobart observatories, past weather. Okay, what else have we got here? Satellite images, weather and wave forecast and maps. Thought there might have been some snow vision. So there's the big island, and we're the little island just below it down the bottom there. weather is coming up from the south. See New Zealand over the bottom here? And see where you can see the mouse on the screen. Yeah, so on the picture of the where we're looking directly this way. So this is the Tasman Sea here, and then just up here is the Pacific Ocean, and this section here is Bass Strait. So and just here is the South Pole, just down the bottom here. Long range weather forecast. Yeah, no, well, certain parts on the mainland. I've got a couple of friends who send me messages daily and say, "Oh, how cold are you down there?" And you go, "Well, it's not that bad. It's about 3 degrees or -2 or whatever it is." And they go, "You're joking. We're freezing and it's 13." I go, 13 degrees. That's the middle of the day temperature. But anyway. All right, Jonesy, we're at our next stop. G'day, bro. Good to catch you. Yep, thanks, mate. Good to see you, Chef. And we'll catch up again soon. I made soup with peaches for dessert. Okay, soup with peaches. Excellent. All right. So, okay, so we're here. So the weather, no. We'll get off that. Yes, let's see. I'll just Google that for a sec. No. No. Well, Des, did you see my latest little video of the TARDIS in Penguin? Because I did that one for you because you said you wanted me to go back there. So well, let's just have a look at this. Bum, bum, bum. Radio Jonesy. And we will do this. Let's just wait for these ads to finish. Yeah, what about? I'll get into the national news shortly. Oh, here we go. Welcome to the little seaside village of Penguin here in northwest Tasmania. And we're here today to visit one of the unique little attributes that this wonderful location has. It has. We're just left full tide here, so the tide has come in. The tide has gone out, but we're going to go see where Doctor Who comes and visits. And Doctor Who, you say? First of all, let's check out the big penguin. And here he is in all his glory, waiting to get his selfie taken. He'd have a number of pictures taken with this giant penguin. People come from far and wide. Penguin area first settled in 1861 by Edward Joseph Beecraft. Penguin took its name from the fairy penguins that was so named by Ronald C. Gunn, a distinguished botanist of the era. The council area
municipality
was established in 1908. The Fibro Cement Penguin nearby was erected to celebrate the centenary of the proclamation of the Penguin Township, October 25th, 1975. Population in 75, 5,000. Penguins were 3,000. He's one big penguin. I'm about midriff. But we're not here just to see the penguin. Let's check this out. This is the world famous TV show replica of Doctor Who's TARDIS. And what it actually is, it's not a police call box, which, you know, it's what they used to be back in the day. It is actually Penguin Free Use Library. The Penguin book box, free to use for the public. Selection of books available. Please take a book, read a book, and leave a book. As you open up the TARDIS, there you go. A huge array of books for anybody to walk by. It's never locked. Come and grab a book. If you've got a book at home, come and drop her in for others to watch.
read.
But yeah, Peaceful Des wanted to see the TARDIS. And there it is in its glory. Look at that. Tell you what, couldn't ask for a nicer location.
It is a lovely spot, actually.
Check that out. I got some rain coming in.
We just got to move
That's
the
why she's grey and gloomy.
settings around.
This is the little sleepy hamlet of Penguin. Yeah, cafes. There's novelty shops, everything you need. There's the Penguin Bakery, the bakehouse. And don't forget to stop. And what about the playground for the little kiddies and the kiddos? But everywhere you go, there's penguins. Penguins, penguins, penguins.
There are certain things in life that just...
Yes, certain things in life. And definitely don't need a... we'll just finish that there. If you want to see the rest of that video, that is on tour with Radio Jonesy. Don't forget to check out the channel. And how would I do this? I go to there. There you go. On tour with Radio Jonesy. That was my first channel that I've worked hard on over about the last 3 years now. And you can see that video there, the TARDIS. It's just all areas, you know. That here we go for a drive to the TARDIS. There's just some cute little videos and different areas, like this one. Check this one out. This was an enjoyable day. So what I've got to do, but I've got to
Hey, what do you do? Come on. Look at this little fella. Get down here. Come on. This way.
Just taking Charlie to the beach.
This way. Oh, that's all right. Come on. No, not on the grass. Down the steps.
You didn't like
You
the
can do it.
plastic.
Come on. Let's go. Good boy. Oh, yeah, that's better. How do you smell it? Beautiful day. Charlie, come on, you're not peeing on seaweed.
Anyway, this is like a video where we just take the little Poochie boy down for a bit of a walk down at the beach. He gets to smell all the smells, and it's just another dog beach. Dog beaches are pretty popular down here. They're yeah. Anyway, this is just another video on the Radio Jonesy on Tour channel. So over there we got that's over there. I'm one sub short. Where am I? Let me go to that. Let me check that out. Me sub count on that channel. I've been sitting on, is it 699? 4,699. I've been sitting on that for about 5 weeks now. It's where are we? Let's share that again. Share that. Yep, that's the one. Share that. Oh, lightning fast I am. There we go. That is the On Tour with Radio Jonesy. That channel has 4,699 subscribers. And why I'm doing other channels now, this is the reason why. Because with 4,699 subscribers is fabulous. But when you do a video like the TARDIS, my latest video there, 85 views. So that channel, those subscribers have all come and gone. You know, like they're not here for that content. Because when you look at on this channel, you look at the content, you see 81 views, 156 views, 130 views, 183 views, 238 views, 81 views. Here's 644. That's the futuristic toilet in. I suppose that's a novelty value. That's why I got the 600. But like, I'm told by the experts, if you can get, what do you need, a quarter to a third of your subscribers to watch a video is usually the average. And if you're below the average, you're doing something wrong. So let's just go with a quarter. If I got 4,000 odd subscribers, I should be getting at least 1,000 views each video. So that tells me this channel is not right. So technically, subscriber wise, I'm probably at about 1,000 that actually view the channel. When you sort of when you do deep dives into YouTube and YouTube subscribers and versus views, they're the sort of things you got to look at. So there you go. Like one more subscriber to get that to. Need to do hashtags. Yeah, I've got all that, Des. I've got hashtags in the hashtag. If you put hashtags on the actual video, it's actually doesn't really work in the title. Hashtags go in the hashtag section. That's where the algorithm runs the hashtags from. So they are in there. Trust me, Des. I've been doing YouTube University now, and these are little tricks and tips. That's why I started this channel, because I thought, you know what, I still enjoy doing the showing the world around me in that channel. So I'm going to stick with just doing that there. And if I show you the network, like we'll just run down the board here. Here's Outback Tasmania, 87 subscribers. But look, and shorts definitely aren't the shorts confuse the numbers, but with 87 subscribers, 111 views on my last video, which is wonderful. So I'm above my count. So, 64, 52. Look at this, 944 views on a video with a channel with only 87 subscribers. So this channel is moving along very nicely in its early stages. Like 119, 88, 77. So it's actually doing its like the introduction down the bottom there, 220 odd. So this channel is doing well. So there you go. I've got over the last 28 days, I've had 1,200 views, 44 watch hours, and 6 subscribers. So this is how you grow a channel. You just do your business, stick to the subject, and keep moving forward. So that's where On Tour with Radio Jonesy really got lost in the wilderness by doing so much diverse stuff. And like, here's my music channel. This is the very first channel that I ever started because it was associated with the radio station that we had. 755 subscribers. I've gained one overnight because I wrote the numbers down last night and I remember I was 754. And this is sort of slowly plodding along. I'm still sort of on the average. Oh, no, I'm below the averages on that because of the content. But this is where you go for music. There's 18, 60, 97. Yeah, they're all sort of, there you go. This one, Claude Hayburn, has got 726 views. Great song. But yeah, this is the music channel with loads and loads and loads of stuff, as well as lives. I used to do lives back, look at this, 2022, 2020. Testing. Awesome. Yeah, there we go. 2020. Where's the pod? Did they come up? Podcast. Yeah, I didn't place that there. They placed that there. I know I titled it podcast. That's why it went there. Yeah, anyway, these were the old podcasts that we used to do with me and the old mate Dingo. But anyway, I'm probably boring everybody, but that's I'll get off that subject. There we go. Let's go back to the chat. Let's look where the sun is. Sun's rising. We've been live now for 7:48 in the morning a.m. in the future here. Let's just run back down here. So cool. The book libraries here are tiny. Our libraries here are huge, absolutely monstrous. I should do our local library here is magnificent. I should go down there for a video. Not too sure. I'm pretty sure. I'll go in and check with the librarians. It's massive. There's like about 6 people working there. You got free Wi-Fi. You've got access to computers. You got all sorts of stuff down there. It's pretty cool. There's plenty of benches there at that park there, Des, where the TARDIS was. And there's so many different ones as well. They're all over the place. There's like little suburban outreach libraries. Thanks for putting the link up, Des. Shawnee's listening. Yep. Trust me, Des. I do the hashtags. Yep. All those are in the actual like in the behind the scenes stuff. When you put hashtags actually in your description, it really doesn't work. When you upload a video, you've got to there's a section that you put your hashtags in. That's the section that the algorithm goes to for the hashtags, that shares it out to the people who are searching for those things. Yeah, they're not actually on the description. Like, I should explain it. In cool Perth now. Good on you, mate. He's back on the homeland. How was the flight? Cool Perth. What, about 18 degrees or something? Okay, they're all small boxes there too. Yeah, but when you upload a video, it tells you all this stuff where you need to do, and like, how can I explain this? If you're into YouTube and you've been in the game now for a number of years and you're really not going anywhere, you've really got to work out why it's not working. Like, why it can be a number of reasons. The basic reason could be that you're terrible. That could be the very first thing that you sort of got to look at. You got to sort of compare yourself with others. But when you do look at others and you go, you know what, my videos aren't fantastic. They're not cinematic, but they are average or above average. You know that you're doing something right. Look at that comment. That's gold. Any flight that doesn't crash is always a good one. Definitely, my friend. I could not think of anything better to say. That is exactly right. Could you expand on the category sections of videos descriptions if we need to adjust that per video, or is one category applied to the channel that you stick with in each description? The categories. All right. So when you upload a video, now you can change the category on every video. So let me just delve into this. Let's go into let's go back to here then, since we've been talking about On Tour with Radio Jonesy. And when you upload videos, and this could be you too, Planet Jonesy. I don't know if you know this sort of stuff, but oh, by the way, today is today, August 31st, Australians are organising marches to be proud of being Australians. How sad is that we have to organise marches? Because over the recent few weeks, I know I'm getting off subject here, but over the recent few weeks, we've had like marches for Palestine, marches for against Israel, marches for, I don't know, there was all sorts of weird and wonderful stuff going on. And the local media were so proud of the community and look at this. And, like people got bashed from waving Australian flags. This is what brought all this on. One guy was waving an Australian flag at the Palestine march, and he actually he got harassed. They stole the flag off him and they burnt it. And they burnt the Australian flag, like, and he was getting pushed and shoved. He was there sort of, I don't know if he was trying to be a smarty or whatever, but he tag generators, yeah, definitely. But the tag generators too, if you start going down that rabbit hole, YouTube gives you 4. The top 4 is really what counts. If you start going down like with 100 of them, and plus YouTube will flag you if you put a hashtag in your video. I know I'm switching again, but I'm switching subjects. But YouTube will now give you a warning if you put a hashtag to say USA, or just say your video is about a subject and you hashtag it as something else, and someone picks it up, or the bot that does all the searching these days, because it's all computerized. They're giving out strikes left, right, and center at the moment, YouTube. But going back to the marching, so it's sort of an organisation here which hasn't got a good rap. It's more of a keep Australia the same way it has been for years and years and years. No immigration, all that sort of stuff. All these sort of pro-militant, sort of angry white men said, "Oh, well." They started another organisation, but it's the same bunch of people. They said, let's do a march for Australia, Aussie. Let's show the flags. Like I couldn't get it. You couldn't get more Australian than me. I got a couple of flags on the wall here. But they organise these marches all over the country, and today's the day, so we'll see. But the media here is calling everyone marching. Doesn't matter if you're happily you're a family marching with your little babies in prams, and you're going to be just waving the Australian flag saying, we're happy to be Australian. You should come here to be an Australian. You don't come here to be somebody you're not. They're all now tagged on the media as racist. So there's all these racists going to be walking around having picnics today. But I'm sure there will be agitators in there. I'm sure there'll be... yeah, they sure do come up. Yeah, and anyway, that's on today. We might talk about a bit more of that later on in the show. But if you see anything on the news anywhere that you watch, just be aware, just be mindful that it's basically an organisation trying to get the average Joe to get more involved with who's coming to this country. And immigration is a good thing as long as you get the right people coming here. But, hey, and I'll talk news later on, but there's a lot going on. Marching, is that effective form anymore? It is when like 20,000 people turn up and they just all show their support. The Prime Minister the other day, I'm getting into the news here, Prime Minister and his farming ministers, they want to put up wind farms all over the place in the country. And these farmers are locking their gates and saying, you're not coming on my land. You're going to pay me money. If you're going to come on my land and put these wind farms here, you got to pay me money. Well, first of all, a lot of them don't want them on their land anyway because it's their land, their farms. You're not driving trucks and tractors over certain areas where you're going to put wires and poles and towers and then the cables and all that sort of stuff. Well, government just passed legislation, like in the late hours of the morning, like 2 a.m. They were up debating all this stuff, and all these politicians are weak as water, and they all passed this legislation to say farmers, it's illegal for farmers to stop people coming onto their land to build these infrastructure for the wind farms. So now they will be arrested and jailed if they don't let people onto their land that they own, that they've paid the taxes on. But these other companies now can just come on because it's in their zone that they want to put their stuff. Well, the farmers were that angry and pissed off the other day that when he come down, the Prime Minister of Australia, is Anthony Albanese. He's a little slime bag. I don't like him. I don't like his politics. I like his party because they used to be for the working man, but he's a socialist. Like he's really gone. He's like he supports more Chinese than he does Australian. Anyway, let me get onto the point that he got the farmers all turned up with their tractors and trucks, and where he was doing his speech from, they circled it. They circled that whole block, and no one could get in and no one could get out, and they were tooting their horns and rolling their sirens, and it was on national news. Oh, the poor old Prime Minister got harassed by farmers, and then the story came out. Why? Because the average Joe doesn't know this stuff. Anyway, that's another story. I better get off my soapbox. Yes, we're getting back to hashtags. So I'll just do this and show hashtags and descriptions of what your videos are about. So let's go to there. Anyway, we'll do this one again. Listen, I don't want to listen to you at all. Let's go to edit. And we'll go to as we scroll down. There's the generator. Oh, I'm not showing you this, am I? No, I'm not. Okay, let me go. Let me go back up to here. So if you're a YouTuber and you're uploading videos and you're doing all that stuff, this is sort of the basics 101 that you sort of need to know. All right, here we have, like, we've uploaded the video, we put in the title. My title is there a real TARDIS in Penguin, Tasmania? And actually, I have suggestions here from a program, but that's sort of the highest rating one, so I've put that in. There's a description. And like here, I've got suggestions. I could even I'll add that. There's some more of a suggestion. I've added that and I'll save. So that's my description now. My description is, like, go and check out the wonderful little seaside village, Penguin, Tasmania. Doctor Who seems to be there visit all the time. Join me some. This is what's been generated for me. Join me for some more village exploration in Tasmania. We're going to see the northwest and all its beauty and scenery. come along for the scenic tour of Penguin, explore the charm of the northwest of Tasmania. With me, this travel vlog, we are taking in the scenic tour of Penguin, a lovely little village, exploration spot. Keep an eye out for a special Doctor Who surprise. All right, so there's my description. My thumbnail, I just auto generated the thumbnail, and the Doctor Who was the one. I could have had the Penguin. I could have had the ending, which is a bit crazy, but I'll stick with that. So that's done. And I could have wrote more stuff on there. Could have put words on there, but I think the Doctor Who TARDIS, like, if you're a Doctor Who fan, you see that, you should be clicking it. Okay, it's in playlist. Make sure you always have a playlist. I've got Out and About and Beach. 2 playlists there. Is this video made for kiddos? No. Don't restrict my video to. Do not restrict my video. No, do not. Paid promotions. There's a box there. That's for if you got paid promotions, which I haven't. Altered content is definitely, you got to always look for the altered content. You know, they're looking if you've got AI generated stuff. Yes or no? That is a big no-no. If you've got AI generated stuff and you click no and that you're found out, that is a strike. Absolute straight away. 1, 2, 3 of the strikes and your channel's gone for good. Never coming back. Allow automatic chapters, yes. Featured places, yes. Automatic concepts. I'll let the system do. There's the tags. There's the tags go in the tag section. I've got Doctor Who, the Doctor, a travel vlog, Doctor Who, BBC. That's the sort of the audience that I'm trying to find, people who are the fans of that, which is, and here's all the auto-generated ones, like, honestly. And let me just remind everyone, the first 4 that you put in are the 4 that the algorithm reads. I'm told by the professionals that have been educating me, any more than 4, you're wasting your time. So pick the 4 that are most important to you. As you scroll down the bottom here, there is another button you should be... I'll get to the chat in a second. The categories down the bottom here. It's very, very important. This can make or break your channel. So as we look at the categories, you got autos and vehicles, which is not me. Comedy, which is not me. Education. It could be on some of my videos. Education is the correct one to click. Entertainment. Well, is it entertainment? Maybe not. Films and animation, gaming, how to and style, music, news and politics, non-profits and activism, people and blogs, which is very popular, like when you're doing out and about stuff, pets and animals, science and technology, sports and travel and events. I've clicked travel and events because the destination, I'm told the destination is the travel, like Tasmania. People look for travel. I could be wrong, but I'm told travel is good for me. And people and blogs, maybe. See, pets and animals when I do Charlie, when I film the dog. But education for when I'm talking about certain subjects. See, someone like Shawnee, she could have education for gardening because there's nothing in here for gardening. The how-tos could be for when you're showing different things to how to fix things or how to build something, how to show this, or how to... And then you've got basically they're the things. Without that being the correct, without you having, if you've got something very much incorrect here, your videos will go nowhere. Now let's just have a quick look at the chat because people are very interested in this subject. Could you expand? Yes. Tag generators. They sure did come up with some weird hashtags. Yep. Here we go. When we are looking at the analytics of one video, how do we read into it to know what audience liked it or where we lost them? Well, that's easy to show that one. Able to replicate what works in the next video. Well, I can show you that again, Shawnee. I guess I should use category education. If you're doing gardening in the way you do it, definitely. And try it maybe on your next 3 or so and see if that makes much change to the categories. Categories are very important. And you are an entertainer, Des. That's right. Because there is no category for what Des is. Des is her own category. Yep, there you go. Janet's just said that, Shawnee. Definitely. Because that is one of the crucial components when you upload a video, is getting that correct. That little section on categories. What are you using at the moment? People and blogs, I'm suggesting. I think you might be using that one. Definitely education, Shawnee. All right. So now let's go to analytics. All right. So this video has, since it's been uploaded, it's got 87 views, 5.1 watch hours, and it has actually made me 90 cents. Look at that. I'm very proud of that fact. I don't do enough videos, to be honest with you, on that channel. If I was chasing money, I'd be out there filming every day. But here we go. Let's look at the typical key moments for audience retention, right? So the average view duration is 3 minutes 34, and it's a 10-minute 20 video. So we'll round it up. So we'll just round that up. That's a third. Well, that's actually 34.6% of the video has been watched. That's a win, believe it or not. If you could get someone to watch a third of your video, that is a win. That is a goal to be set. If you can capture a third of the audience. So that's another little these and I'm trust me, I'm telling you this information that's been told to me by somebody who's got over 500,000 subscribers, and he's a full-timer. He's a wonderful guy. He doesn't want me to say who he is, but he's just given me these little tidbits to say why. Let me have a look. I will pay more attention to the categories. Yes, I use people on blogs. Definitely. And look at this. We've got Linda Peterson. Jonesy, I thought you were on the ship. Unfortunately, no, Linda, I am not. If I've been saying this for a while, my daughter got married. She brought the wedding forward, and I put all my resources into that wonderful, joyous occasion, and I cancelled the cruise. That's the short story there. I am going on 2 cruises next year, but that's another story. But I won't be in Alaska, and I won't be with a bunch of YouTube. Well, I'll take that back. I will be with a couple of YouTubers. But the plan was to go on the ship. A third of the video watched is good. That's correct, Shawnee. And here you go. The video, it shows you that people turn on at the start. It dives. We're up to the first. We're at 12 seconds here, and I've got 66% of the audience at 12 seconds. I've got 50% at 57% at 18 seconds. Like 30 seconds is the cut. Like, look at this, 25. There we go. We still got over half at 31 seconds, which is excellent. Like most of these graphs, you have a look at your video graphs. When they dive, from people click the button, click your thumbnail, click your title, watch your video, and then this is what happens. They either say yes or no. So a lot said no, and then half of them said yes, and they kept watching, and I'm down to about 1 minute in, 1 minute, 1.5. I like the way it drops off here. Like at 2 minutes, I'm at 36%, but then it comes up again. So people are skipping forward. And there we go. We're around like 3 minutes in, 40% at the 3 minute mark, which is 3:30. That's the third. So I'm holding people here, and right here, this one is pretty solid, right? This one, the third of the audience is still watching. So it's pretty cool. We get to here where there's 30%, and then it's 26. It's not a real huge drop off. But let me find you another video that people really drop off. But that's pretty solid in retention. Let's go back to the chat. Honored to hear that, Jonesy. Yeah, my youngest daughter, they planned a wedding, and they, like for a couple of years, they were looking for a reception, and a reception rang them up and said, look, we've got a vacancy. Someone's dropped out. If you want to book it, you can have it at a discount price. And they basically, the kookaburras are laughing. Let me have a look. Let me see if I can get them. No, you can't hear them. Kookaburras are going off up the top there. Yeah, so she had a wonderful day, and so I took the resources that I had in that cruise, took them out and put it back into that wedding day. It was fabulous. All right, we'll get back into the I'm teaching Shawnee how to beat me in in YouTube land, and we're waiting to hear your numbers, but we'll talk about that soon, Shawnee. And welcome in, everybody. We've got 10 wonderful people in the chat, so thanks for coming in, and always good to see people like Troy, Linda, Peaceful Des. Shawnee Grows is the wonderful competitor, and Janet Potter, good to see you. And Jonesy, Planet Jonesy, and Peaceful Des, obviously. And anybody else is Damoose, anybody else is in there just lurking around. Thanks very much. We're in I've got about 5 weeks to go to my watch hours. And let me say, what did I put in that ticker? I've put in, while we're here, Shawnee, I'll try to get some folks I know to join up. Yeah, thanks, Linda. I definitely need to get to 1,000 subscribers as well. So if you know anyone who wants to come over and say hi, much appreciated. Yeah, 5-week countdown. So in about 5 weeks, whoop, screen just went blank. Let me just show another video where I've failed. Let me have a look. We'll get out of this one, and we'll pick another video. So what video do I think went bad? Let me go down to Doctor's Rocks. Let's have a look at this one. I love this. This was a really nice video too. I got 227 views since it was published. It's made me $3.31. And here's a good thing to think about when you're thinking of how much money does a video make. Usually your CPMs per thousand. What YouTube's advertisers will pay you per 1,000 views. So any view under 1,000, if you get a view to 1,000, you should have made $10. So a view under 1,000, like this view here, 227. On average, I should have made $2.27, and I've made $3.31. So I'm just getting a little bit above the CPM of $10. So when you see videos that people get like 1,000 views, you know they should get around $10. You get 10,000 views, they should get $100. You get 100,000 views, well, you should get, is that $1,000? No, that's anyway. You do the math. That's the average. Some are higher, some are lower. All depends on your subject matter that you're providing. And anyway, let's look at this video. Let's look at watch time. Watch time. Let's look at views. Watch time. Let's scroll down. Here we go. Well, this one's sort of similar. I've come in at the start and people have turned it on and they're watching. Look, they're watching an old. Hey, welcome back to Radio Jonesy on Tour. And in today's video, and they're all dropping off. It is the middle of winter, but we've come out to show you a local area. It is called. That's it. 52 seconds. Doctor's Rocks. This rocky outcrop here, a local doctor who lived in the region just here. Okay. Wanted to be buried. So right here, up there, my intro. Right. People have come in. I've done that intro, and people have just turned off. They've gone, no, this isn't for me. It is too slow for me. Right, and right now, it's too slow. It's not pizzazzy enough at the start to hold people in the video. So that one's dropped off. So it's taken 39 seconds. I've still got, here we go, 50% at 52 seconds. At 1 minute, I am, see, at 1 minute, I'm just around 50%. That's reasonable. You can see the gray there. That's the average on that line there. But I'm sort of sticking with the average. So I'm sort of, as the video falls along. So the thing here would be to fix the drop, this drop at the start here. If I can fix that drop and keep that line up the top there, I'll be getting more views and making a little bit more money because people will be staying on for longer and watching the ads that come on. And the video goes for 21 minutes. The average percentage viewed is 27%. So that's 5 minutes and 53 seconds. So it's a little bit below. Okay. So there you go. That's another one. Let me try to find one that even drops off even worse. But that's the catch. You've got to see, like this one here with Charlie. Let's go into this for a sec. Beach walk with Charlie. The Tasmanian dog. I've put an AI generated thumbnail in, which, you know, I'm in a couple of playlists. As we come down, tags, I've got none. So I'll just, there we go, just dog walking. I got rid of it. And we'll, why is it getting rid of it? Here we go. My computer, I tell you what, I want to kill this computer. This beach walk, right? Click it. It's done. All right. And they've all got the refresh the tags. We'll go beach walk 4K. And we'll go dogs. There we go. There's 4. So I'll save that. Let me see if I can boost this video. And I'm pretty sure I haven't put pets down the bottom here. That's why I come down to this one. And I'm sorry if I'm boring anyone. Yeah, travel and events. So I'm going to move this one up to pets and animals. Okay, pets and animals. We'll save that. This is the sort of stuff you should do. You should spend more time. Hey, welcome in, Peter. Good to see you, my friend. And welcome, Gary, as well. Welcome in, Gary. Thanks for coming in, mate. And thank you for your support and watching a few videos lately. So I'm just giving a bit of a talk. So we saved that. And we will just get off that one there. So I'll keep an eye on that one over the next few days at 183. Let me see if that just those couple of clicks might bring in a few more views. So as I'm trying to find, let me have a look. Let me just randomly pick. All right, 283 views. We'll have a look at this. This is called Winter at the Beach in Tasmania. 283 views. And remember, as I said, your CPM's around 10. So a video with 283, you're sort of averaging $2.80. And there you go, I've got $2.20. So I'm a little bit below the CPM, but not much. So it's pretty much on average. But this is probably why I'm a bit below. Look at the way this one drops off. It starts. Yep, here we go. It starts. First 6 seconds, 13 seconds, 20 seconds. Look, 30 seconds, I've still got 50%. That's good. That's not great, but it's good. And then it plateaus and gets to about here at 25% at the 5-minute mark, and then really drops. So I lose 10% here. And this is the spot on your video. People are dropping off. Okay, people are watching the water on the rocks, the wind maybe in the audio. They're still watching. And then they slowly start, people right now are starting to turn this video off. And as we sort of slowly come down, yeah, it's rather, there's no talk, there's no music, it's just the coast. That's if I'm going to be negative to myself. But let me tell you, it was blowing a gale. It was freezing cold. And I walked out there to film this video. Anyway, these are just little tips and tricks. Your analytics, pause that. Sorry about the wind there. The analytics has the answers for your success on YouTube. So for anyone out there, I'm like I was told by I had you alive playing, but I was unconscious for most of it. Good on you, Peter. Hit the thumbs up for Radio Jonesy. Good on you, Linda. Good on you, Ace. Welcome in, Ace. Good to see you. And we're on the race. I'm just running down the chat here. Jonesy, I like the ones with the beach. Yeah. Thanks, Linda. I enjoy the beach. There'll be a lot more of that once this once the days continue to stay warm. That's the weather. That's what it's like at the moment. Temperature wise, we're at 8 Celsius at the moment. Ace is saying hi to Belt Loop. Yeah, keep an eye out. That was a real crazy day, that one, Linda. It was, I just had to go out and film it because it was crazy. I had an idea of filming the beach every single day, but it just sort of gets a bit, and the birds are chirping. Yeah, but there you go. That is the weather at the moment. We had complete blue sky earlier on. A few clouds are coming in. Welcome to Tasmania. But yeah, Shawnee and Des, that's sort of like the analytics has the answers for every for all your for all your issues with YouTube. If you study your analytics, that will give you the answers. Everything from why your video is where it is, what are you doing right, what are you doing wrong, and like you find something that works and replicate. Just keep going back, rinse and repeat. That's the thing that you need to do, because people will come to watch, just like Linda just said before. I like the beach videos. Well, that is on tour with Radio Jonesy, and I'm actually I've probably still got a lot of people over at Radio Jonesy on tour with Radio Jonesy that haven't come across to this channel yet. So I'm going to do a bit of work on that this week with a few little posts on that channel to say, if you haven't reconnected over here, please do. I'm chasing that extra. I need about 200 more, 200 and a few more subscribers to get to the 1,000, because the watch hours on the ticker there, it says I'm at 3,346. Let's just check, Shawnee. Let's just check. So I'm going to go back to here and change to this account. And as we come down to Radio Jonesy, which does get confusing, but it is the brand. Having two channels very similar named. All right, and we go to analytics. And we go to studio. Go down to earn. Scroll down, and what am I saying I'm at? Look at that, 3,346. Let's put in the new 3,300 3,346. All right, that's what I thought I was. Let me just update it. And everyone will see at the same time. Are you there, Shawnee? I can't read the thing at the moment, but here we go. I need you to put your numbers in. And the race is on between. Shawnee got a big whack, I'm sure, of watch time overnight. Well, I'm happy with that. Anyway, Up comes the ticker. There is the new watch hours, Shawnee. Troy Sutton, first video. Check it out. Awesome. Troy, there you go. There we go. So now I am at 3,423. So I need 577 watch hours in the next 5 weeks. So 577. Look at it. And Shawnee is at 3,516. Oh, the race is getting close. Did you jump away? What was that? Let me. It was. Where's my calculator? Someone do the math quick. Yeah, I'm 93 behind you, Shawnee. 93 watch hours behind Shawnee. So we're getting there. The subscribers, she's a few ahead of me there. I know my intro was too long. I need to shorten it to 6 to 8 seconds. Yeah, mate. Well, let me tell you this, Sean. Your first 10 to 15 videos means really not much. It means you've got to get content out there. That's all that means. So it doesn't matter what you do. People will watch it at the start and you just improve on that. You improve on that. So definitely. But yeah, get the intro out of the way, and it's wham bam. Thank you, ma'am, for the video. Yeah, I'm slowly catching Shawnee. Shawnee showed me the way. She said, "Go live, young man, or old man. Go live, and you'll catch." But you know what the bad news is, Shawnee? The bad news, well, anyway, with StreamYard, is that after today, I've probably got about 50 minutes of StreamYard time left to utilize until the 14th, which is 2 weeks away. So I'll be using EV Mux and Streamlab and all them other ones. But I'm pretty sure you can only do like 1 or 2 hours with those ones per live. But I'll be onto that. There you go. Shawnee Grows at YouTube. If you haven't subscribed to Shawnee, she needs to get to 1,000 subs. Live is the best way to go. It definitely is. It's easier. It's easier. It's, well, let me go back to this shot here. It is easier in a way, but I did do a video that got 23,000 views, and that gave me 1,500 watch hours. So actually, I'll just triple check on the exact watch hours that got me. But if you do, here we go. I haven't used all my 20-hour streaming on StreamYard yet. Yeah, mine clicks off over on the 14th, so I'll be putting out video after video this week on this channel, and as well as doing a EV Mux live. I'm suggesting. I'm pretty sure I've connected to Shawnee on a few channels. Good on you, Gary. Huge supporter of the network. And let me tell you, back like, is it 3 years ago, Gary, where you, Eddie, and me and a bunch of others were all in that sort of community, all pushing each other to get to the 1,000, 4,000 number, and we all successfully got there. But it is, I'm doing it again, and I'm doing it with lessons I've learnt over that long period of time. Yeah, Troy, definitely. And I'm here to help, mate. If you want to ask me a question, send me an email. And I'm sure everyone here in the community will assist you in any way they can, Troy. And Shawnee says, Belt Lip, you are appreciated. Yeah, about 3 years ago. Yeah, it was. And let me tell you, it was fun doing all those the 24-hour lives and the good cop, bad dog show. Like that was so popular back in the day. And there's a sticker up on the wall here with that one. Yep. Right there, good cop, bad dog. That's the old. That's a collector's item. I keep trying stuff, but let me see. I have the camera. Footloose and fancy free. Let me try the. Let me try the hands camera. The hand. Let's go to hand. Oh, here we go. There we go. We gotta go this way. This way. Down or up? No, wrong way. I'm going this way. There we go. There's the classic sticker. Good cop, bad dog. What a classic. There's old Chafe, my back step. Al's sort of gone underground. He's putting videos out recently. I keep sending him messages and he just doesn't respond. Oh, that one's coming off. I better fix that. There's Evolutionary Johnny, the very first Batman, who throws axes, fiery axes. That was a cool video. Cornfed Life. There's some Devil Dogs. What else we got over here? It's the Sand Van. If you haven't connected with the Sand Van, their tour in Australia, wonderful channel. There's some Peaceful Des. There's let's go find some more of them Tasmania. Tassie Devil ones, the big ones there. Up the top there, we've got Devil Dogs Keeper, Rebecca Touched by Yarn. We've got Al Chafe. There's another Des. There's some Haley Jensen, let me tell you, over there. There we go. There's the Butler Family Farm. There's Chef. He was in earlier on, Barbecue Chef. But yeah. Yeah, so the old sticker boards, eh? There's Storm Cellar. I think I was trying to tell you that one had all the writing on it. The writing on it about the album launch. They appreciated the assistance, but anyway, there we go. There's all the stickers. Look at them stickers. We sort of slowed up on the old sticker. Shawnee Groves, have you got stickers? Auntie Jan, good to welcome in. Good to see you. And welcome to Tasmania. There you go. That's the view out the front. Clouds are sort of rolling in. The sun's coming up. It is currently 8:42 a.m. on a wonderful Sunday morning. And we're here pushing for watch hours to get... I'm 93 behind Shawnee. And here we go. Here we go. Sorry, Gary, I missed that. I'll probably do another 24-hour live when I retire. I hear you, mate. You need a few days to get over it. And there'll be a celebration. Demoose is saying, Gary, are you going live today or are you fatigued. All right. So Des says, look at them stickers. We'll run down the board. Shawnee Groves is from Minnesota. She watches Laurie's Prepping for Heaven like I do. On your Linda. There we go. Auntie Jan, all the way from Arkansas, up in the mountains. And I love that comment where she said, I said that my hands were dirty. And she said, her hands are always dirty up there where she lives, doing all the work around the place. Gary will be right back. They're saying hi. You have more coming. Thanks, Des. And let me go back to this one. Oh, that's the wrong camera. Well, partly mightn't be the wrong camera. We'll just go there for a sec. Then we'll do the professional switch. I need a good cameraman, I tell you. Yeah, we've got the mission. The mission for Shawnee is that her 12-month cycle's coming up, and she's trying to get to the 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers before that occurs. Because most people should know that your count is on a 12-monthly cycle. So whatever you've made 365 days from now, you lose on that cycle. So every video that you made a year before, on the count of your watch hours, goes backwards. You start losing them. And at the start of this channel that I'm on here, I had a really good kickoff. I got some really good watch hours, and they're kicking in. They're kicking in very soon, in about 5 weeks from now. So I need to I need to get there and then get approved. That is the trick, because that could take a week. So yeah, I need to really get ahead of the game somehow. Anyway, it's all fun and games. We're all here for fun. But the way I see it is that if YouTube are going to run ads on your videos and you're only making pennies, well, I want to make pennies twice. So I'll get for a couple of channels. I got another one of them boards. I just move them around the moose. Yep, I've got another one ready to go up. And I'll just move I'll just shuffle them around. There's ways of doing it. I could move them up higher. I might see how there's a bit of room there behind Johnny Cash down the other end of the room. I might move those ones that way. I like juggling my posters. So don't forget today at 7 p.m. Eddie goes live at Devil Dog. I haven't seen Eddie today. He didn't see Eddie yesterday either. So hope he's okay. Thanks, Auntie Jan. Yeah, I do. That's the view out the front. That is Bass Strait. We're looking at the city of Burnie, Tasmania, and there's shipping out the front there. There's the bay to the right is the Emu Bay. A couple of good swimming beaches, but it is winter, so it's probably not a good time to go swimming. Yeah, well, I could do that. I don't put mirrors on the ceiling, Linda. Not now, anyway. Yes, I thought that was quite amusing. But yeah, so let's just go down and see this video. Let's just scrolling down here. I just want to see where I've got. Okay. Wow. So the first lot, yes, October 26th is the first one. That October 26th is my very first video on this channel. And the one that went gangbusters was in November. So let me have a look at analytics. Yeah, it got me 1,300 watch hours. That 23,000 k. Yeah, 1,300 watch hours. And looking at the analytics on that video, it really died. Started strong, actually, 88% into a minute and a half, nearly 2 minutes. I still got 50% of the audience. 3 minutes, I've got 37%. 4 minutes, I've got 30%. 5 minutes, I got 27%. Yeah, it slowly slopes down. 6 minutes, I've got 20%. 8 minutes, I've got 18%. 9 minutes, I got 15. 10 minutes, I've got 12. 10% of the audience was still watching at the end. So it's pretty, analytics are a wonderful thing. They do show it. They do show you the truth on what's happening. So where did I finish? Let me just go up to here. Auntie Jan say hi to Troy. You're going to need more room. Hi to Demoose. Hi back. Beautiful background. Yep, I think that's where we got to. And everyone saying hi. The ceiling. Nice. I've got to go. Thanks, Troy. Appreciate you, my friend. And thanks for popping in. Yep. Be safe, Troy. Take care, Troy. Everyone loves Troy. What a lovely guy he is, too, actually. Yeah, just sort of saying everyone's talking to each other. How are you today, Des? Still woozy? Yeah, so how is the dizziness going? I hate that when you get it, the vertigo. Yeah. Yes, I can barbecue. Good on you, Simon. Good to see you. And welcome in. Yeah, we're on a bit of a mission here to get to the watch hours, get to the 4K, and try to beat Shawnee. That's where we're at. And we're, oh man, we've been on live for 1 hour and 51 minutes, which is awesome. Got a bit over an hour to go. We might, I might put, look here. Okay, let's do this. Yeah, so if one of the regulars wants to pop up, there's the little link. Yeah, vertigo is a. I had vertigo over about a year ago. It was. It is weird. You can't look up. You can't look down. You've got to focus straight ahead. If you roll over in bed, next minute you know, you feels like you've had about 10 whiskeys in a row and you're spinning. Look at these. Ace, you're about an hour south of Yellville. Yellville. Now, there's a weird name. Oh, there's that. Further away on foot. Yeah, so it's like the analytics side of YouTube is where I've been taught to look at what works and what doesn't. And really, all the information you ever need is going to be in the analytics. And it can get confusing. Let me go back to the studio. Yeah, so right now, I don't know. I went on a roller coaster ride. Let me tell you this story. About 3 weeks ago, I went from 770 subscribers to 850. Then I went to 920. This was all within a 24-hour cycle. And it just kept going up and up and down and up. And I actually got to, 1,052 or something. And look who we have here.
Hello.
Good to see you, Des.
Well,
Cool.
good. My picture. Yeah.
Yeah. Good to hear you, Des, I should say.
There you go. Good to see you, Jonesy.
Yeah, how you feeling?
What you were describing is exactly what it is. You can't look up, look down, look left, like look left and move, or look right and move, or lean back, like lean back in your chair. Yep. It's just like, whew. It's the worst.
Definitely is. It's I had it last year. And have you done that stupid test that the doctors get you and they lay you sideways and they your ear goes like that, and then they twist you a bit and they do something else, and they're supposed to drain some fluid in your inner ear, and that's supposed to fix it. Well, they tried that with me and it didn't work.
Yeah, I mean, it's the wax buildup. It's the wax in my ears.
Okay. Well, there's only one way to fix that, Des. Get a surfboard. Start waxing it up.
Right.
Go for a swim.
Well, I think part of it is because I put a month ago when I took a shower on a Monday, I put the Q-tip in my ear and I was cleaning it out, and I think I went a little too deep and pushed the wax down. So that's what's causing it. So I have to get one of those blue syringe bulbs and put warm water in it and squirt it into my ear to try to melt the wax and then tilt my head, because that's what the doctors did for me when I went deaf in both ears last time and had vertigo.
Have you got an electric blanket?
I do. No, I have an I have heating pad.
Okay. Well, I found electric blanket because it's cold here at the moment, but electric blankets, if you have it up to high and your head's down on the side, you'll wake up and everything will be whooshy and squishy.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, I got a heating pad. I could put that inside my pillowcase, maybe. But then I'll cause the fire, so that's not good.
Yeah, no, don't do that.
No.
I'm sure there's better ways of wax oil.
I'm gonna definitely try the hot water first, or the warm water. That was the other thing too. When I went to get my ears taken care of at this health center, they turned around and were using like lukewarm water because it doesn't get really hot there. Yep. And the nurse or whoever kept putting the cold water, and it's like, look, it's not going to melt nothing. It's not going to, for like an hour and a half, we were trying to get the wax to loosen up. And it went, she goes, give me the damn thing. I'm going to do it myself. So she went to the sink, turned off the cold water, turned on the hot, waited a few minutes, and it was hotter than what it was before. And she started doing it. 20 minutes later, my ear was flushed out, and I can hear everything again.
And
It was just like,
isn't it funny when you do get them cleaned out like that, and the hairs in your ear start sort of moving around, and you can hear
yeah,
the
yes.
weird sort of sounds. Yeah,
Or sometimes I'll hear the sound. I'm like, do I have a critter in my ear? Like, like you're always afraid, there's like this bug that crawled in your ear because you're hearing this like little click sound or something. And I'm like, what is that sound? It's the weirdest thing.
the whole body is out of whack. Electric blanket, Jonesy. Well, yeah, it's cold. But thanks
Bye,
for
Linda.
thanks for popping in, Linda. Appreciate you.
Yeah, it's hot here, so.
Yeah.
Well, not
Yeah.
right now. It's actually 76 in here. It rained a little while ago, so it brought in a cool front.
I like Jan's Auntie Jan's comment up here where she said a little town over from us where our closest Walmart is called Flippin.
That's cute.
Oh man, town names. You wonder where they come from. But yeah, it's a weird time. But this is a weird time for going live. There's for me, it's been good and bad, but I'm sort of stuck here at the moment. I'm probably going to change it once I get to the 4,000. Maybe I'm not.
Yeah, when you're completely past that point, you're monetized at that point.
Yeah, I just want to find
Yeah.
a time where I'm comfortable and there's like, let me say, it is a good time in the mornings to go live and show that. It is. What's Simon say? Simon says,
New name to add to the weather search. We're always doing wacky names on my channel for weather, like PHUCKT or something,
Yeah.
for the FU, and it's like, oh, it's like, oh, really? So now we have flipping to add to the search.
Yeah, that's a one finger flipping.
Yep,
Yeah,
flipping the bird.
that's it.
Weather for flipping the bird.
Just took off this. So this is a thermal under there.
A beanie?
It's all thermal. It
Yep.
really keeps your head in the back of your neck and your ears warm.
Yeah, yeah, but there is one, Simon, which is funny because it's in Missouri. It just won't come up as that. It won't come up with that name. I was showing last night the Fudge Factory.
There was
Go ahead.
now there's out back New South Wales. There's a big in parks. There's a massive like satellite dish that helped when the moon landing was going on. Like it was if it wasn't for parks and we could see the back of the moon where at a certain time where the US couldn't, like on their satellites. So it was very important in that aspect. Well, they've got the solar system drive. So it's like a highway called the solar system drive. And as you're driving down this highway, there's a massive billboards with the planets that pop out. So the planets are like 3D. They come out like Saturn, and it's got the rings in it. And you stop there and you get your picture taken with Saturn, and it's got all the information about the planet, how far away it is, what's it made up of. Really, it's a really educational sort of a drive. Everyone stops at Uranus, and there's this little picture of the planet, and everyone stops to get their photo saying, I've had my photo with Uranus.
Yeah.
And I did stop too. I said, well, I got to stop here too. So we're out there working, and I said, we have to stop at all these different ones. And the guy said, well, one of the guys I was with, he said, you're going to get your picture taken there. And But the way you said it didn't sound right. And I said, "Yep, sure will."
Yeah, Flippin' Homestead, I think, is Dawn. Because she had a different channel, and she's the one that helped me at the beginning with one of my stickers.
Nice. Yep. Which I did. I have got a collection of peaceful deserts up here.
Yeah,
I've
there's
got
still more coming. I got the one that Civi made me, and then the one with the gnomes with the different glasses, some with snowflakes, some without snowflakes. You don't have those yet.
I got 6 there. I got one there. The Heart of the Hippie, Soul of the Gypsy. I got that one. Then I got Peaceful Des there.
You got the Peaceful Desert Extraordinaire or whatever. You got the 3 square ones.
Peaceful Des Extraordinaire. Yep, I'm looking at that one now. That's the white one with the yellow.
Yeah. There should be 3 square ones.
Yeah,
Like an orange background, yellow background, white background.
Yep.
Yeah, you don't have the other. You don't have the other. You don't have the other.
I'll show you what I got, Des. Let's change camera.
Okay.
And I'll do the.
I know, Ace. I gotta wait a minute. Hold on. Am I even a member of your channel? That might be a reason why I haven't been to your channel. No, I'm sub. So how come I wasn't? I've not been getting notifications, and the ringer is on.
Oh, there we go.
All right, I'm looking to see.
We've got that one. Peaceful Des.
Wait a minute. Hold on. You're wiggling over it. Yep.
Come down to the hippie. Let me go big screen, Des, just to.
Yeah, go big screen. Yep, the orange one.
Hang on. This is. Oh, I got a bin. Where are we?
Here, I've got Ace's link.
Yep.
Hold on, Jonesy.
Yep, you do that.
Copy. There we go. Okay, I'm back.
Let me just do this.
Yep, the square one.
That.
The orange one. Okay.
All right, so we got the Heart of the Hippie.
Soul of a Gypsy. My cousin loves that one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Got that one there.
Yeah.
The snowflakes.
Yep, I don't have that one anymore.
And then
Don't have. I think I'm running out of those. Almost gone with those.
the white
I
one.
still have the white one. Yep.
Yeah, well, I think that's where we're at. Unless there's something on the other side.
Free Spirit Extraordinaire.
Yep.
So then where's the yellow one? I saw the orange one. Oh, it's over to the left, if I'm correct, right?
Which one are we talking about?
That one, yeah, the orange one. And then there's one more square one with words. You don't have that one?
I've got that one. What? I've got that one. 2.
Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
that one 3, and then the other square one is that one 4. So 4 square ones. And then we've got the flower cut out,
Yeah.
and then I've got that one, the round one there,
Yeah.
and the round one there.
Okay, so you don't have the other one. Oops. I almost broke my box. Hold on. Okay. All right, so you got those. So you don't have any of the. You don't have the. Oops. That's for my aunt. Gotta move everything out of the way. You don't have the one with the dark burgundy sunflower. That's square with the yellow background. You have the orange one. Okay.
It's fun when you look at it. when you look at them, you realize where they've all sort of come from.
Yeah.
Like Brenda, you know.
Yep.
Al, good old Al, Miss Al.
I know he's on like he 3:00 in the morning or something like that.
He drops a video.
Yeah. He drops a video like early in the morning.
No, I see the videos. He bought himself a melting. What are they called? Something to melt aluminium cans and make. Can you? I'll be back in a sec. I've just been asked to go inside for a sec. So hold
No
the fort.
problem. Go take care of it. So I get to hold the fort, y'all.
Thank you.
Good. I'm glad you guys are connecting. Yeah, I'm getting my snowflake ones with the gnome are going to be gone soon. So it's just going to be my other ones, the ones without the snowflakes. Eventually, when I get there, because it's coming down, and then it's going to be that orange one that he showed, the white one that he showed, and a yellow one he does not have yet. Jay, he went right back. He went. The missus called him in for a second into the house, so I'm holding fort until he comes back. But welcome in. You're never late. If you show up, you're not late. When it's over, that's when you're late. Hurry back, Ace. All right, let's see.
Could you see me?
No.
You see me come out the back door? No.
Nope. I just pulled my stickers for you.
Good on you, Des. Let me change that camera. All right, that's sorted out in there.
I still have to send out some other stickers too. I've been dealing with this vertigo, so it's just like whew. I've been like holding off on doing anything for anybody for right now.
All right, here we go. We've got. Let me just run back down the chat. Where did I go? We'll just jump in. Geez, a lot's been going on. I'll jump in there. I'll start there because we were talking about that. The subjects, the planets, and our flipping homestead. Yep. And then we come down to the moose. Yeah, I think I've been up this side. The fudge factory. Yes.
Yeah, that baseball cap from the Fudge Factory was funny. Fudge Packer.
There you go. Yeah, the film The Dish. There's an Australian movie called The Dish, and that was filmed at the parks. The huge satellite dish. Like they actually go on it. They walk around it. It's massive. They play cricket on it. And actually, Jonesy, what's it like coming back to the mainland after your time over in living in? Is it a culture shock because you've moved to Bali and you've come back to sort out some stuff? So is it a culture shock coming back this way? Usually it's a culture shock when you go over there. Ace is saying, yes, Dawn. And Des hasn't been to my channel, says Ace, but we've sorted that out, I'm sure. Ace, put up
Yep.
your link. Yeah,
I posted the
actually,
link.
have I got? Good on you. As much. Good on you, Ace. I'll have to triple check. Yeah, I do. Like I went on your channel yesterday, Des. I
Yeah.
went there. I went there. I went looking for your live, and it didn't come up. And I've gone, she's got to be live. And then I typed in Peaceful Des, and I wasn't subbed again, even though I'm a member.
Huh.
I was unsubbed. I had to resub. But that happens quite regularly. Actually, I've been. I don't know why. My things have been. Oh, Auntie Jan says I haven't
Well,
posted.
welcome back to being a sub, even though you're a paid member.
No, but it's not just you. It's like Sean over at the cruising community at
Yeah.
Down Under cruises. The same thing happened. Like I went onto the live. I went to the live. They go live on a Wednesday night, and on Wednesday he splits it between the two channels, Helping Hands for Cruising and the Down Under cruises. So he's streaming on both. I could only find the Helping Hands for Cruising, and I kept looking for it and I couldn't find it. So I typed in his channel. Sure enough, I was unsubbed again.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Yes, the dreaded dead air. I'm Goofy, just so you all know. Good on you, Ace. It's a wonderful little community, actually. Always, and how everyone branches out into their different networks of channels like that they follow. When you go to lives like Junk to Gems and Gary, and he put a video out the next day. Remember I said he fell off his ladder? That was that last week I was saying that? And he looked
so.
like he looked painful. He looked like he was in a lot of pain. And Bobby over there at Pettit River Homestead, whatever he calls his channel. Bobby said, I got his phone number, I'll give him a ring. Rang him up and said he's not answering. And I said, we'll keep checking.
Boy.
But anyway, he come on and done a video the next day to say thanks for all the calls, thanks for all the messages, the text messages. I'm up, I'm alive, I've got a sore. He couldn't do this with his arm. He had to have his elbows in.
Oof.
Yeah, so
it sounds like a rotor shoulder.
He's hurt himself, yeah. But he says he's fine. As a YouTuber, he's just trooping on. Jen saying, aren't we all Ace? Sweetie the Moose. Where is the... We won't go down that road. Bidet sticker. Yes, who likes a hose in the bathroom? have you ever experienced that joy of a bidet?
No.
It gets bitty. Sometimes it's cold.
No, thank you.
Yeah. Let me just say, yeah.
Yes, Moose, the rotor cuff. I know mine screwed up in my right shoulder from trying to catch myself from falling. So if his shoulder, he can't move his arm a certain way, and his chicken wing is stuck by his side, he hurt his shoulder. He showed his shoulder cuff, the rotor cuff.
Look at this. We've got another wonderful YouTuber who's popped in. Let's just invite him up. Yes, right now. Ooh.
Hey, yeah.
Taste it right.
Oh, hang on.
About
Hey, Gary.
2 weeks ago.
I have to stop my phone.
Thanks, mate. I'm glad you're watching. I recognize the voice.
Yeah, I'm Belt Loop 29.
AKA YouTube Police, AKA Cute Critters, AKA Gary, AKA a cop, be good, behave, AKA a twerker with But when you
Work-
feel like dancing,
a workaholic as well.
yes,
Well-
a workaholic.
I'm Gary, and I'm a workaholic.
Well, a little bit, but that's just because it's going to affect my retirement, and so I'm just trying to set up for retirement.
Thanks,
so I
Jay.
can do nothing.
Yeah, mate. I hear you. And you don't have to explain yourself. We're just having some fun.
That's all good. How y'all
So,
doing?
I'm doing good for a Sunday morning. It's still a little bit chilly, unfortunately. That's a bit deceiving. That picture. It is nice actually. Can't complain. It is a good time of the year. We're getting ready for. It's actually what. Oh no, it's the 31st. Tomorrow, technically, it's the first day of spring
Oh wow!
for us. Yeah, last day of winter today. There you go. Officially, I don't know why we do it different over here, but we do.
I think the first day of fall for us is like the 20th or the 22nd of September.
We do it calendar months where it's like spring is September, October, November, and then as soon as December hits, that's summer. So December, January, February is summer, and then March, April, May is fall or autumn, and then June, July, August again is winter. Well, that's just the way we do it.
That's how it is here, but they have a date instead. So it's like September 22nd or the 20th is the first day of autumn or fall. And then May something is like the first day of summer.
Yep.
So
Yeah. Well,
or the June something. No, June something is first day of summer.
Locals down here will tell you when you move into this area, locals will say we have two seasons. We have spring and we have winter. There is no summer because it's all.
We have summer and we have like 3 weeks or 4 weeks of winter, and that's it. That's it for North Florida.
Yeah. Well, there goes my first fly. Had a fly buzzing me. Here we go. Planet Jonesy. What's he saying? He is saying, no, mate, I've made a couple of trips back due to different situations. It's all good to be back in Oz. And all the way will always be where my heart lies. Yep. Well, you didn't come home for the marches today, did you? You know that today's the March for Australia. Yeah, doing some. Anyway, it's a long
Okay. So in Australia, they're having a march for Australia.
Well, what they did about 3 weeks ago, they a group wanted to march for the Palestine Israel sort of thing that's going on, and all the free Palestine, all that sort of stuff. So they asked the government, could we march in the city of Sydney? This group, and they said they put their application in way too late, and because usually they've got to give them an area that they can safely walk and not get, they've got to shut down a few roads, and they've got to finish in a park, where they can have their speeches and things. Oh, sorry, I missed that. Really looking forward to a trip to Tassie early next year. All right, mate. Well, hit me up. We'll catch up. Definitely, I'll make a trip down south where you're heading. I'm assuming that's where you're going. But they said, no, we want to march across the Harbour Bridge. The Sydney Harbour Bridge, the biggest iconic place in Australia. And the government said, no way. The police said, can't be done. To march across the Harbour Bridge costs millions of dollars to shut down all the roads. The amount of infrastructure that's got to go in place for that to happen. If a business wants to do it for any sort of like the Grand Prix and all that sort of stuff, they've done exhibitions. Anyway, it's expensively exorbitant to do it. Well, they put a claiming to the courts to say we've been picked on, we should be allowed to do it, blah, blah, blah. And they found some judge who said, yep, they can do it. So at the last minute, the very next day, there was this march going across the Sydney Harbour Bridge and the whole city got shut down. It affected millions of people. They couldn't get to destinations. It was pretty crazy. And people were it was just chaos. And the Australians, like no one was allowed to have an Australian flag there. It was all about Palestine and that sort of stuff. And then now it's this group has said, let's do it for Australia this week or this month or this day. So there's marches all over the country, Australians for Australia. So
I like it.
It's supposed to be, it's patriotic. But guess what? Everyone's been told if you go on these marches, you are a bigot and a racist to be patriotic.
You should go.
Yeah.
I hate to do this to you guys, but my vertigo is kicking.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm going to drop down.
Thanks for popping up, Des. Appreciate you.
You're welcome, honey.
Good to see you, Des.
Good to see you, Gary. I'll be seeing you at Eddie's.
Oh, by the way, just so you know, Eddie and I switched places tonight.
Oh, okay.
So I'll be going live at 7. He'll be going live at 8. I'm only going live for an hour.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I will look forward to it.
all right, cool. I do too.
Is Eddie okay? By the way, haven't seen Eddie for a while.
Yeah, Eddie was. I was on the phone with Eddie and Tammy. Eddie said, or I said, I don't know. I said something about having Tammy on to the live stream, and then Tammy said, "That's too late. I don't want to. I'm in bed already." Yeah. And so Eddie said, "Well, do you want to switch with me tonight?" So I said, "Well, Tammy would be able to come on the live stream, be earlier." And so he said, "Well, that's why I suggested it." And so I think it was just so Tammy could come on the live stream.
Oh, cool. Can't wait to see her.
Oh, wait a minute. I need to change my name. I put, you want to come wave at everybody, babe? Tammy just came in.
Can't wait to see you later, Tammy.
Yep. Look at that hand.
Hey,
You should be a hand.
How are you doing, Des?
Dealing with vertigo, but otherwise okay, sweetie.
You should be a hand.
Okay.
You should be a hand model. A hand model. Get a job. That's excellent. Look at that. Look at that. Absolutely class. All
She got
class.
skills.
Yes.
I haven't painted my nails.
Wonderful.
They look pretty.
Thank you.
Thanks, Des.
Y'all need some. Y'all got food right here. Right here. There is food.
Yeah, I just put them some food out.
Well, they were all fighting over that bowl like there. Like
The one I
food.
made, that one got ate immediately.
Yeah, they were hungry.
I don't know why they ate one bowl over another. But apparently they
Silly
prefer,
dog.
every now and then they'll go crazy over one bowl and not the other. Sorry, didn't mean to distract.
Oh,
That's fine. I've been distracting for about 2.5 hours.
Cool.
I'm on the push for as we all know, I'm just saying it again, but I'm on the push for the 4,000 watch hours, as well as Shawnee. She must be busy today.
My playlist of yours just finished.
Thanks, mate.
I
appreciate it.
No problem. It says that 2 unavailable videos are hidden on your playlist.
Okay.
But
Two
I'm sure you already know that.
Well, let's have a look. Don't really. Let's go here.
And let's see. Yeah, it looks like you only got 4 playlists.
Yeah, the main one is where we got playlists. So the main playlist is actually the conversation.
Yeah, I just played that one. That's the one I played.
Yeah. And
Are
then
on your live the same, same videos or different ones?
mainly the same. The lives are just if people want to come to those, and then the other two, the avoiding people. So, like I've got 11 videos into there. That is quite that gets a lot of traction. I don't know why people seem to gravitate towards that subject.
Avoiding people.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got a theory on that.
yep. Let's hear it.
I think the theory that I have is largely based on the once they had the Kofifi thing, everybody was avoiding people, and I bet they found out they liked avoiding people.
I think you're right. A lot of if you read the comments in a lot of those videos, it's a lot of that. Since 2020, I've discovered the solitude of gardening out the back, growing my own vegetables, keeping away from crowds. And if I do go shopping, I go at like 7 a.m. in the morning, or I go at 8 o'clock at night when there's hardly anyone around. I just enjoy that. Like it's sort of chaos, but it is interesting the way people have sort of gravitated to that. And the reason why there is a series of 11 videos there is that one video got me 23,000 views. And so I just sort of connected to it. And oh, that mic's on at the top of the hill. I'll turn that off.
Well, that is a lot of views.
It is, yeah. It got me 1,300 watch hours. So it just goes to show you don't need to do lives. You just need a video that goes off.
Yeah, but it's kind of hard to find that sometimes.
It is. It's definitely a weird and wonderful situation. Hey, how's your network going? Like you've got BeltLoop 29, and did YouTube police get to the 4,000, 1,000?
No, at one time I had it over 3,000, but that's right before I took my break.
Yeah.
And I knew I was about to take a break, so I didn't bother doing didn't bother doing the fan funding, limited whatever.
Yeah.
And so it's right now it's only at about 800 and something hours.
Doesn't take much for it to drop away, does it?
No, it doesn't. Well,
No.
I was on a break for 5, 6, 7 months, something like that.
Yeah.
And here of late, I've kind of gotten to the point where I figured, well, this channel or my BeltLoop 29 channel is already monetized. So, some of the stuff I'm doing, I'm going ahead and putting on here. For example, Tammy and I went out to eat twice today. And the first time, have you been hearing about this Cracker Barrel controversy thing?
Sure have. Yep.
We went to Cracker Barrel to support Uncle Hirsch or Hirschfeld or whatever his name is.
Yep.
And so because they went back to, they decided to leave him on the thing. Although I did notice they did have new menus, and it did not have Uncle Hirsch, Uncle Hirschfeld, whatever, on those, but that's okay. Ordered chicken.
We went. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Now we went to a Cracker Barrel in. Let me remember. I think we're in. It was still in. We weren't in Dallas, so we're still in like the Houston area, or not Houston. What was that area? We're in Texas anyway, and the American roadies that were with us said, "Let's go to this Cracker Barrel. You'll get home cooked meals. It's like a restaurant where you go to a home cooked meal." And yeah, we enjoyed it.
Yeah, they got good food.
Yeah, and
just a little slow, but they were good today.
Yeah, well, it was different for us. It was like old old. It was like going into somebody's, like your grandparents' house. Like it was, the old chairs. It was like an old seating sort of a setup, and then you had all the stuff on the walls, like the bit of paraphernalia, and it just and the young lady that was serving us, like in a little apron and just nice and polite, and it was just pleasant. The whole experience was nice.
Yeah,
That was
I mean,
that was 2020, but
right. But well, the one here in Pearl, and I did a little video on it, but the one here in Pearl has not been updated as far as the chairs and all that kind of stuff. So, the only thing that was updated that I saw, only thing different, they were very busy today, which makes sense. It was 11 o'clock on a Saturday, and but the menu had changed. It was a newer menu, so. But I me and Tammy, I think both ordered off the classic section of the menu, and so
sounds nice.
It was, and then we went to Applebee's for dinner.
Wow,
Sounds
good.
It was a good place, good food, good company, obviously.
Like yesterday he was Saturday. Mrs. Radio was at where she goes to work on a Saturday, and I'm sitting at home and I'm thinking, what's for dinner tonight? And it was cold. I said, I got some chicken thighs and some drumsticks, some chicken wings. I thought, what, I'm going to do a roast dinner. I'm going to bake some potatoes, bake some pumpkin, cook some corn, and put some chicken in the oven, and we'll have a nice warm dinner when she gets home. So I was watching Sean. I was actually joined Shawnee Grove. I joined her live, and I was looking at the time. I thought, what, I've got to start peeling potatoes and getting it all ready. So anyway, I got it all ready, and then I hadn't put the chicken in the oven, and I thought, what else could I do that's a little bit different? And I thought, let me work out a different way of cooking chicken. So I went on YouTube, as you do, and up come, crispy skin. The best way to cook crispy skin chicken was to put it in a cold pan, put it onto low, put skin down, and let the skin cook and then sizzle, and then like it sticks to the pan, but all of a sudden the skin goes crispy and it breaks free. So when the skin's loose, then you flip it, and it turned out, you put salt, season it, a bit of salt and stuff before you put it down, but it turned out amazing. My daughter that lives here said, "This is amazing. How did you cook this?" And I went, it was a good old YouTube recipe handed down to me about 20 minutes ago from some lady over in the States, but it worked out great.
They do have some really good stuff there on the YouTube.
Yeah, it was just interesting. I've never cooked it that way before. And then it was just simple. It was just, don't put nothing in the pan. Salt, pepper, whatever. If you want to put garlic, salt, or whatever you want to add to the chicken, but just basically cook it skin down until it starts to stick to the pan, and then the oils and stuff come out of the skin, and you see it and you hear it sizzling, and then you sort of touch it with the spatula, and if it sticks, you just leave it. You touch it with the spatula and it moves, well, then you turn it over, and then you cook the other side, and then you can I did it. We did it two ways. We had boneless chicken thighs, and then I had full chicken thighs. I left the wings out for tonight, but I enjoyed that.
I've got a recipe for you that you may want to try.
Okay.
Boneless chicken thighs.
Yeah.
Get you some jalapenos and stuff them with what is that? Cream cheese and cheddar cheese.
Yeah.
Stuff that inside the chicken, the boneless chicken thigh, and then wrap that in bacon. And then put that in on the oven like 375 until the bacon, gets kind of crispy and you're pretty sure the inside is done. And then take it out just long enough to wrap to slap a little barbecue sauce on it, then put it back in. And by the way, Planet Jonesy, you may want to make sure they go to the south, to the southern part of America. That's typically where good manners are. They're known for their manners.
Yes, definitely. I can vouch for that. I've been like San Francisco, and it was a bit hear 'em, scare 'em. Like it wasn't. It was a bit crazy, but yeah. And the old California gets a bad rap. Like actual, you go down to the cities in Los Angeles and stuff, and you want to escape, but you go to the outskirts here, and there's some really nice countryside. But leaving politics aside, but
Hey,
you're
Eddie.
right. Yeah, good to see you, Eddie. Better late than never, and welcome in. Yeah, and did you see the shorts I was putting out with you with the old Devil Dog homestead, Eddie? The old chickens. Putting out a few chickens. I went to an old live where Devil Dog walked around his backyard there and feeding the chickens and stuff. Starting to make a few shorts because I need to make sure if my watch hours get to where it needs to be, I need my subs to be at 1,000. So I'm about 200 short at the moment.
Yeah, it gets a little. It's kind of a fine line, or you kind of dancing between the watch hours and the shorts for subs.
Well, I wasn't worrying about the subs because I was worrying about the watch. There's no point having 1,000 subs and if you haven't got your 4,000 watch hours.
Right.
But yeah, so I really haven't been worried about it. And a good way to check your analytics too for your videos is not to do shorts, because you can check your last 48 hours views. If you don't do shorts, you check your videos last 48 hours and it can tell you you've had 80 views, you've had 300 views, you've had 1,000 views, and you can see that your system is working. When you got no views, you know something's wrong.
Yeah.
And you just got to upload videos. That was sort of like my there's a good little system to use if you want to grow your channel. So that definitely works. Shorts, throw it out, because like I started doing shorts and it says that my last 48 hours I've had 30,000 views.
Yeah.
And it would be nice to have 30,000 long form views, but they're all shorts.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
Yeah. Anyway, the one thing I have learned over the last 3 years of doing this is good advice from good people, and it points you in the right direction. And if you stick to that strategy, it usually gets you to the finish line. And that's where we're honing in on at the moment. Or the starting line, I should say, not the finish line.
Right.
It is the start of your YouTube journey.
Yeah. Well, me, you, Eddie, Dez,
Yeah, Chef.
there's quite a few of us that started about 3 years ago.
Al Chafe.
Yeah.
There was a whole stack of us, yeah.
I heard you saying something about that earlier. I had you running, but I wasn't able to pay 100% attention because we were there trying to get something to eat. And
Yeah, no, you're right, mate. That's all good. It is interesting. Like, I was watching Al's recent video, Al Chafe. He's just starting to get back into it again, putting videos out. They are typical owl, like he's sitting on his step and he's talking about stuff and he's raving on for a long period of time. But it is owl, so you know what you're going to get when you go there.
That's true.
But he's just bought himself one of them melting things, where you can melt aluminium and not aluminum, aluminium, and you can melt gold and silver and stuff and pour them into molds. So he's bought one of those things.
Yeah.
So
I know what you're talking about. It. I'm having trouble watching Matilda.
Hard life being a mum.
The chrysalis, no.
The furnace, yeah. I'm not sure what the technical name that it's called. It's got some sort of branding name, but yeah, it's a wonderful bit of gear. I'm assuming if you don't use it right, you could burn your house down. But
A crucible.
crucible, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he's bought one of those. He done an unboxing yesterday. That was his latest video. Well, look at that. What happened there? The camera went sideways.
Maybe it failed.
No, it's still. Let me have a look out the window here.
Did everything turn sideways? Y'all are down under. Maybe it's working its way upside down.
Well, no, it's still there. It's still sitting there the right way. It just changed. But what we'll do, we'll say thank you very much for coming. That camera shot. And we'll just say, welcome back to there. Yeah, so that's it's been up there running for close to 2 hours and 45 minutes, which you've only got 15 minutes to go before you're live. So did you need to organize yourself, Gary?
Man, I always shoot from the hip.
Yeah.
I don't really plan anything other than I try to think of a decent title, and Eddie added me Eddie actually set it up for me today. Normally it used to be me setting it up, and then I go through and make sure that his live and my live was monetized, but today he did it. Let me check, see if he's got his monetized.
Yep.
Because sometimes he don't remember. Yeah, he monetized his as well.
Yep, that's the whole idea of getting to the 4,000 is to make the most so you can get your pennies. Because
well, for a little bit, he had somebody I think that kept reporting him or something, a troll, a hater, something that he got limited. They would do limited monetization or something like that.
I remember that. Yeah.
And I think for a while here recently I went through and monetized 4 or 5 of his things, but he remembered to monetize today.
Nice.
And
I'm looking online at the moment to get myself a camera where I can mount it to the top of the house out the front, looking out to the sea, where that can be a direct feed into the computer. So then you can put it on your live now. So I can just I don't have to worry about putting the phone on up there. I got a tomato steak. A tomato steak, so a bit of timber. Where's my little duvallette thing?
I know exactly what you're talking about, but here's a thought. Let me just throw this out there.
I got one of these.
Cool.
Taped to it, to the tomato steak. So the tomato steak's in the ground. This is taped to it, and the phone just sits up there. and films out to the sea. That's how dodgy it is at the moment.
I got a friend of mine. His channel is called Vaughn Homestead, but he puts something out pretty regular. He's monetized as well, but he got a lot of his from how to build a chicken coop. That did really well, but he's also got his setup where he can check on his critters. He's got a bunch of critters.
Yeah.
And so he can check on them on his phone. I've been thinking because you see people that have 24 hour this cam or that cam. You can do a goat cam or harbor cam or, just have that running 24/7.
Well, that's going to be coming up very soon too. The sunrise and sunset lives silent, so the camera is going to be just up there filming away, and people can come and go.
Yes.
But anyway, we're actually, to be honest with you, I'm averaging around 30 to 40 watch hours a day on average. So I'm going to be close to the. I should actually get there. Like say tonight's watch hours come in, I'll be around 3.5, or not 3.5. I'll be getting close anyway. And with about 5 or 6 weeks to go, I really and then with the amount of time it takes for them to, once you get there, they send you the email, then you click on the thing, and then they approve. Like the approval rate might take 3 or 4 days. So, unfortunately for my channel, in my 12-monthly cycle, my first few videos were getting 1,500 views or so. So I've got a lot of watch time that's going to come off right at the start. So as long as I've got watch time coming on, and the trick is to do some videos this week, and hopefully they'll get up there to cover the watch time, So if I can get there sooner, I'll be a lot happier.
Yeah.
But if I don't, that's all good. I'll just keep plodding along. I was getting limited monetization for about 2 or 3 times a month for a long time. I disputed every one of them. It was back to normal in a couple of days.
Yeah, the only problem with that is by then, at least if it's on a live stream, people rarely go back and watch live streams.
Yeah. And Shawnee Grows has worked out the system for that. For her live streams, she gets lots of views on her replays, but her live streams are a statement, a question, or an answer about a subject. So she'll do research and she'll do a subject matter for the live stream itself. So it starts off with her. She's very organized. So her live streams are more like a video, to be honest, but they go for an hour and a half or 2. But she's got it structured, and that's probably the trick.
I have noticed that. And it's a good way if she wanted to take a clip of that and turn it into just a video.
Yep.
That would be a good thing to do.
I've been telling that young lady that's what she needs to do. She's got so much content there on these lives. But and she's structured, she's organized. She'll definitely succeed in YouTube. Definitely. Shawnee Grows. If you haven't connected with this young lady there, Shawnee Grows, definitely do. She's a young mother with a family and doing her thing. She's got a land that she's not where she lives, and she's got a garden off-site garden, I think they call it. So it's interesting channel watching her do her thing, and being in Minnesota where they get a lot of cold weather. She's on the countdown now. Autumn's hitting in or fall's hitting in, so their first frosts and snow is on a timer. So anyway, so
short growing season in Minnesota.
Yeah. That's the sad thing about living in those environments. If you don't do it, so you're ready to roll, are you, Gary? You're
Yeah, I reckon I'll drop down so I can head over there.
yeah. No worries. I don't want to hold you up. I don't want to
Oh,
upset
you
your start.
know, yeah. I just thought I'd come on and say, hey, trying to, show some love for the channel and help in any way I can.
Well, much appreciated, my friend. And you've been a good friend for a long period of time, so I really do appreciate it.
You too, Jonesy. You are our third wheel. And
you see before I was showing the sticker, the good cop, bad dog sticker right there.
yeah,
I was talking about that earlier on. They were the days.
those were fun.
They were. That was a series that got people in, and the angry Eddie was. That was.
I don't think he changed much.
He hasn't changed much, no, but he's mellowed a bit.
A bit, perhaps.
Go back to those. If you haven't seen those lives, they're on your channel and his channel.
They're on mine and his.
Yeah, go back to Belt Loop 29s and Devil Dog, and look at the good cop, bad dog lives. They were hilarious. They were entertaining. So much fun stuff was done on there. That, like, from the eating the peppers to the conversation itself. When the good cop was trying to get information out of the bad dog, and the bad dog was angry.
Yeah,
quite funny.
Pretty much all the time. Hey, I'm gonna head down. You have a good night, and
thank you. I'll be winding this up very soon. So everyone, head over to Belt Loop 29 as soon as we're finished, and we'll check out that. And then after Belt Loop's hour, we'll be jumping onto the Devil Dog show. So that's where we are on this Saturday night Central. So thanks for coming in. And that's where we are in the world of YouTube. This has been a very entertaining. Where are we at? 6 minutes to go. A very fun and entertaining day. A 3-hour live. Man, I've stretched it out today. 3 hours. It's it hasn't happened in over a year now. Oh yeah, that's your problems you're having, Peter. And while you're here, Peter, like I think I said it on your video the other day, your live that I watched, the replay that I went oh, there goes the camera. It's all happening. The camera's just turned itself off. Let me just switch back to this camera. Oh, so my big camera just turned off. Let me fix this. And it's all coming. It's all falling over right in the 3-hour mark. Can't handle the pace. Yeah, Peter, I went live. I think you were live when I'm not sure if I went over top of your live or whatever, but I apologize, mate. I didn't realize it, but I think that was a Thursday I was off, which would have been it could have been a Wednesday even, like whatever day that was. I was sitting at home and I thought, I need to watch yours. I'm going live. Didn't even think of your lives at that time. So I apologize. Gary, is that your canine? He's fabulous. He's got some lovely dogs. Yes, the miss is being funny. I am angry. Yes, with a question mark. Great stuff, Gary. Yeah, thanks for coming on. He's a good guy. Jonesy, you want to get over there if you haven't connected to Belt Loop 29, jump into his live. When you get over to his live, type 29 or DD for Devil Dog in the chat, and your link will drop in. So when you get over to Belt Loop 29's live, just type 29 in, say hi, and then type 29 and your channel will drop. I'm sure you'll get a couple of subscribers. Tell them that you're an Australian who lives in Bali. I'm sure you'll get a lot of people interested in that. Yeah, thanks, Peter. Appreciate it, mate. But I did enjoy watching the whole live. I watched your replay, and then I got to a certain stage and I had to stop, and then I got back into it again. And yeah, no, it was interesting. It's good to see all those donated members got you over that 100 that you need at the end of the month. Back to work next Saturday, Jonesy, so it'll be hard to tune in when I can. No worries, mate. So you're back here working. That sounds like it's too hard. I'm trying to retire. It's all good, mate, but it's all good. And thanks, Gary. See you soon, Gary, says to Moose. And we've got 11 wonderful people still in here with 2 minutes to go. I just want to say, don't forget to check out Belt Loop 29 next, and then jump onto this guy here, the little angry Marine who sent me the Marine flag, which is right there. Gary sent me that flag, actually. But, yeah, don't forget to stick around. It'll be fun way to spend your Sunday morning if you're in Australia. And if you're in the States, it's Saturday night, which is be pretty cool, sitting down, relaxing, and enjoying your Saturday evenings. It's been a weird live without Shawnee. Shawnee's always been here. I didn't even have my. Let me go over here. My cuckoo clock's going off. So I've got 1 minute to go. And let me just say this. Please check your channels that you subscribe to, because sometimes YouTube unsubscribe you for whatever reason that is. I'm just clicking a few buttons here. Just seeing 15 likes, very much, 16 likes. Thank you guys for that. Gary Demus, Jonesy, thanks very much. Old Man King, yep. Just checking the list here. Who's blue in the chat? I know Devil Dog, and there's. I was just going through the list here, just making sure. I did have moderators in there, so where was? There we go. Jane Dixon. Just going to go here and do this while I'm here. Thanks, Jay. Ace, you're already there. And Auntie Jan. All right, guys. This is Radio Jonesy. The 3 hours are up. I really do appreciate each and every one of you. Jump over to Belt Loop 29. It is all happening tonight if you're in the States Central Time. Thanks again for your support. And let's get this channel to 4,000 watch hours. If you like to come over and say hi to another video, watch a live that you haven't already watched, play one when you're there. And thank you, Jonesy. I'll put you on repeat later tonight. Good on you, Ace. You are a legend. All right, guys, until we meet again, this is Radio Jonesy saying it's always a great day in Tasmania. Always.